You cannot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, next problem here, titrations. Can't do a video though because there's some rude children bothering me. Hit the bricks.
Wait, no, don't delete this. Keep going.
So we gotta do titrations. For titration, you need a balanced chemical equation so you can make sure that you have 1-to-1 in your acid-base reaction. If you don't have 1-to-1 in your acid-base reaction, you gotta modify this to a little bit. Because we have our acid, we have our base, it makes water, and then it makes the salt. As long as this is 1-to-1, then what we can do is we can use the molarity of the acid times the volume of the acid equals molarity of the base times the volume of the base. If it's not 1-to-1, then all we do is we move the coefficient to here. So then it becomes moles of the base, molarity acid, volume of the acid is equal to moles of the acid, molarity of the base, volume of the base. But in this case, these are both 1-to-1. They're actually the exact same reaction. Just to show you that they're 1-to-1, we've got the acid, hydrocyanic acid. We got the base, sodium hydroxide. For every H, you need an OH. So this will be 1-to-1. You'll get H2O, and you'll get sodium cyanide. Someone's making stuff to kill people. That's horrible. Alright, so this is our base. This is our acid. So molarity of our acid is what we're solving for. The volume of our acid is equal to the molarity of a base times the volume of the base. Molarity of the acid, we don't know. Volume of the acid is 80 milliliters. And then the molarity of the base is 0.4 molar. And the volume of the base is 46 milliliters. So the molarity of our acid is equal to 0.4 molar times 46 milliliters all over 80 milliliters. And so we should get a number smaller than 0.4, which makes sense because it needed a lot of acid to neutralize this much base. So let's plug in our numbers. 0.4 divided by, times 46 divided by 80 is 80. 0.4 times 46 divided by 80, and we get 0.23, which makes sense. 0.23 molar hydrocyanic acid. Cool. Same exact thing for this problem. It's the exact same reaction and everything. It's just different numbers. So let's plug in those numbers now. Instead of the molarity of the acid, volume of the acid, molarity of the base, volume of the base, our volume of acid now is 32 milliliters, and the molarity of the base is now 1.4 molar, and the volume didn't change, 46 liters. So the molarity of our acid is 1.4 molar. We have 46 milliliters, and we're going to divide that by 35 milliliters. In this case, we should get a number larger than 1.4 because it took less acid than base, so the acid needs to be stronger. So let's plug that into our calculator. 1.4 times 46, and then divide that by 35, and we get 1.84 molar hydrocyanic acid. There you go. That's how you do titrations, Bob.